Hello, folks. Welcome back to another Jordan 411 Sports Show. And I'm here at Chalk Park today, the home of the 2017 AA Baseball Champions, a back-to-back, by the way. And I will be interviewing the GM, Andrew Collier, and their promotion manager, Tara Maslowsky. Stay tuned. We're here with the Winnipeg Goldeyes GM, Andrew Collier. And first, I would like to say congratulations on winning the championship.
Thanks, Jordan. It was a very exciting year and a very exciting finish for us.
Now, I got this question from my booking agent. What do you feel it would take to threepeat? What do you have to do to make sure this thing threepeats?
Well, the same thing we did in 2016 and 2017. You need to have a good team, and Rick always puts a good team together.
It was his birthday, eh?
It was his birthday.
Happy birthday.
You have to put a good team together, you have to stay away from injuries, and you have to have some luck. Those are the three things.
You were pretty lucky with injuries, weren't you?
We were very, very lucky. Knock on wood here. That continues. Yeah, you need to stay healthy. That's very important.
What's your favorite part about being a Goldeyes GM?
Getting to watch every game. I love baseball and being able to be at the ballpark for 50 nights in the summer and watch this team. That's my favorite part.
Where do you sit and watch the game, and do you pace?
I definitely pace. I don't usually sit anywhere. I'll rotate between the press box, the concourse, the production tunnel, my office.
You're very moving.
Yeah, I'm a very superstitious guy, so if I'm standing in one spot and things aren't going well, I'll move to another spot. Okay.
Now let's talk about that final game. I was there, by the way. It went to 1:30 in the morning, and I had school, and I had to leave. I wanted to stay, but I didn't want to stay up till 1:30 and go to school.
Yeah.
But crazy finish, eh?
It was a very crazy finish, something that we may never see again. I thought the game was over. I thought we had lost, but then the umpire called a balk, and we got a second life. And then 8 innings later, we came out on top.
Were you upset before the balk was called?
I was very upset the whole game. It just didn't look like things were going our way, and maybe this wasn't our year, so I was mentally preparing for losing.
But as Steve Schuster said, baseball's never over till the fat lady sings.
That is very true, and that was true this year too.
And I'm just gonna do a little promo here. You can get all your championship gear at the Winnipeg Goldeyes store and online, like this wonderful shirt. And how did you get this job? Like, how did you become the Winnipeg Goldeyes GM?
I'll tell very quickly the long story. In 1994, I was working at a job that I really didn't like, but I was able to golf every day. So every day I golfed before I went to work. One day I had the opportunity of meeting Sam Cates on the golf course. This was just before the Goldeyes were coming to town. About the 14th hole, I asked him for a job. And then about 3 weeks later, after I bugged him every day for a job, he finally gave me one. And then in 8 years after that, the former GM retired and Sam made me GM. And that's the story.
So you didn't really have no GM experience then?
I didn't. I had no sports experience whatsoever in '94. I just came in and did whatever they asked
What
me to
was
do.
the most challenging part with that?
Just learning about the administration of baseball and what goes into making a baseball team successful, from selling tickets and sponsorships and putting the team together and salary cap. It was a learn-on-the-go process.
You sure did sell a lot of tickets in the playoffs, though.
We did. Winnipeg and Manitoba came out and supported us very well. We're all very thankful.
There was standing room only in that 5th game. I looked on your Twitter and I said, oh, there's lots of people there.
There were. It was very exciting, and our offense came out flying in the 2nd inning and got us 9 runs right away.
How do you, if somebody wants to apply there, how do you apply in your organization, how to hold the drink machines, how they dance on the dugout? How would you go about that?
You know what? Sending an email to goldeyes@goldeyes.com, letting us know what position you're interested in, whether it's concessions or merchandise or fan services or parking. Just send us an email with the resume and let us know what you're interested in, and we'll see what we can do.
Okay. And I know you're very supportive of the other teams. Why is that?
I was a Bomber fan and a Jets fan long before the Goldeyes even existed, so I continue to support those teams. I go to a number of Jets games a year. I try to get out to as many Bomber games as I can, Moose games, you name it. I think we all need to support each other because it's all about sports, and I see us as one big family in Winnipeg, and we're all trying to accomplish the same thing.
What the Moose did for you was pretty cool, eh?
That was very special, and we're very thankful to Craig Heisinger, the GM of the Moose, and Zach Peters, who used to work for the Goldeyes, for setting that up, to be at a professional hockey game and get the cheer from the crowd. That was very exciting.
And I saw the trophy on my way in, and personally, I hope it stays here for a very long time.
So do we. I think it has a nice home on our front desk there. It's been there for a year, and it'll be there for another year for sure.
Now, what about the rings on your hands here?
Well, this one, the gold one, this goes way back to 1994, the first year of the Goldeyes. That's a Northern League Championship ring. This one is the 2012 Championship ring from the American Association. This one is from last year, 2016. And then I've got a spot right here for 2017's ring, which is in production right now. So we should have those in the next month or so. Okay, Andrew. Nice talking to you. Thanks for you, and bye-bye. Thank you, Jordan. And now I'm here with Tara, which is the promotion manager for the Winnipeg Goldeyes. So what is that?
What is a promotions manager?
For the Winnipeg Goldeyes.
Promotions manager is a lot of things. All the team social media, that's what I'm in charge of. Keeping the website up to date. All the fun games you see on the field, that's kind of what I oversee and I'm in charge of. Player appearances, setting up interviews with you and the guys and going around in the city. I guess you could add babysitter to that because sometimes the guys need to be babysat a little bit. Coming up with new marketing schemes and new theme games and stuff, so it's quite a lot of things.
How do you come up with the games like that they do between innings? Or?
Some of them, I think I have a creative mind, so there's some people in the office, we all kind of sit down together and see what we can brainstorm and what would be fun for fans to see.
But you don't ever do them, though, right?
No.
Trial them?
We let the fans do them, but I'm usually out there, making sure they know what they're doing and getting them on and off the field during the games.
How did you get to this point?
How did I get here? So I worked with the Bombers. You're a big Bomber fan, right? Yeah. I worked with the Bombers for 8 years, and then it was just time for me to try something new. So Dan, our Director of Sales and Marketing here, he reached out to me, and I had an interview with him, Regan, and Andrew, and I guess they liked me because I'm here now.
Were you like not where you are now with the Bombers?
At the Bombers, I used to work in ticketing, so that was very specific. That was just one thing. Here, I kind of do a little bit of everything.
What was your reaction when they won the championship?
I don't think I really believed what had happened. Like Andrew mentioned, when you talked to him in Game 4, when we thought that Wichita won, Andrew and I were actually standing in the tunnel holding the trophy and the flag, about to walk out on the field and give it to the Wingnuts.
Okay.
And then we found out about the balk, and then everybody's, energy was so high, and then we ended up winning that game. And going into Game 5, everybody was just cool, calm, collective, and it seemed like they knew they were going to win that game.
What do you mean by the babysitter? Like, do you babysit them on their own?
Not actually, no. Just making sure, even though they are grown men, they need to be reminded where they need to be, what they need to wear, when we need to leave. But I mean, they're great. They like doing appearances and stuff like that.
That's what men... They need you because men don't like to show up on time. Men don't know how to dress.
So that's why they need me, right? So that's why they call me Mother Hen. That's what they call me.
Mother Hen.
Yeah.
What has this season been like so far?
So far, I'm going to be going into my 4th season. It makes the summers definitely go by a lot quicker, but the people here are great. The players are great. It's nice to be outside in the summer and watch baseball. So I'm very happy here. It's a good fit.
What do you do during the off season?
So the off season, I was just telling your dad actually, our schedule will be coming out fairly soon. So as soon as the schedule comes out, we start putting things on the website and start doing all our printing and advertising. Rick's already going to start signing players soon, so we're already signing players in the off season, and then just, planning theme games and getting everything ready for next season.
And then planning my show in the spring.
Exactly, yeah, we got to find a guest to bring to your show in the spring, so we'll be busy.
What does it mean to you to do this job and to have the championship?
Pretty cool. I mean, this is going into my 4th season. I won championships back to back. So, I mean, the people here are great from top to bottom. Andrew's great. You've met Andrew a couple times. The office staff is great. It's like a second family. So you spend literally all day in the summer with these people. So, you see them more than you see your family. So I'm very lucky. It's a great organization from top to bottom. And I mean, you throw the players in the mix and it's a lot of fun.
How many hours do you work on a game?
Oh, goodness. 15 plus.
Okay.
Yeah, so home stands, right? Sometimes we go 7-8 days in a row, so we're here a lot.
Yeah. How about an off-season day? What's your hours?
Off-season's a little bit, back to normal. It's a 9 to 5 kind of thing, so it's not as crazy in the summer, but it makes up, for all those extra hours we put in the summer.
How about an off-season day during the season?
Like when the team's on the road? It can be, depending, if we have a big homestand coming up or there's theme games and stuff, or I'm trying to arrange players to be at things, when they get back. It can be pretty crazy, but definitely not as late as a game day.
Is it easy to get, a promotion for the players?
Like an appearance, you mean?
Yeah.
It is, a lot of guys, Reggie specifically, everybody likes Reggie, so a lot of guys request him. We do the hospital visits, we go out to other kids' camps, we come to your show. So it's fairly easy. I mean, a lot of people reach out to us to see what we can get them out at.
Is that, community, is that from top to bottom? When you got the job, did they tell you we want to be involved?
Yeah, that's kind of something, a lot of people don't realize. Sure, we play from May into September, right? But in the off season and in the winter, we still kind of exist, right? The Goldeyes are still here. So it's super important to me to, get the community presence out and get people to know who we are and see what we do.
That's why you plead almost every day.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Tara.
Thank you,
for
Jordan.
being here
Absolutely.
on my show, and see you in the spring.
We'll see you in the spring.
like and subscribe to Jordan's YouTube channel and follow him on Twitter.